and found bodies scattered everywhere, with more bodies in the destroyed floors.
So that eyewitness speaking about events overnight, but remember, since March, Israel has blocked all aid from reaching Gaza. So let's speak now to Juliette Touma. She's a familiar face and voice for us, the Director of Communications at UNRWA. Juliette, good to see you. One thing I think that maybe needs to be explained from the very beginning is, what is it that UNRWA does?
Great to see you, Lucy. Thanks for having me. Look, UNRWA is the lifeline for nearly 2 million people in Gaza who depend on the agency and its assistance for their sheer survival. We provide food, we provide healthcare. We also have shelters for the displaced families in Gaza. And in the occupied West Bank, including East Jerusalem, we provide health services, and we also provide education to around 50,000 boys and girls who go to UNRWA schools.
And when we look at what is happening at the ICJ, Israel providing a written statement. We've just heard there from Gideon Saar. What is the definitive line from UNRWA about the fact that they say it has been infiltrated by Hamas?
I mean, we've heard this statement time and time again. We've done investigations, we've done a review on the neutrality of the agency. We call on any member state that has information to substantiate these claims to come forward. Until then, these remain as such claims.
And Juliette, do you feel that what is happening at the ICJ today and this week is important, given we have seen Israel ignoring the court before?
Look, it's time for action. It's time to relieve the huge suffering of the Palestinian people in Gaza, Lucy. It's been nearly 2 months when nothing has come into Gaza, not a drop of water, not a grain of wheat. This is a population that is highly, highly dependent on humanitarian assistance, the entire population, in fact, and the largest provider of humanitarian assistance in Gaza is UNRWA. It looks like people are being pushed to their death. It's a death sentence on acceleration.
Juliette, can you just describe then for us what daily life looks like for people right now in Gaza?
Absolute desperation. Imagine being in a place, living in a place where for 2 months, all the shops are closed because they simply don't have any supplies. The assistance that you're used to getting, you're not able to get. Your children are starving. They go to bed hungry. On top of that, there's heavy bombardment. No place is safe. You're also asked and ordered, in fact, to move like pinballs from one place to another. This is not life for human beings. And so we need to go back to the ceasefire. We need to also an immediate and unconditional release of all hostages so that they're reunited with their families, with their loved ones. And we need a standard flow of humanitarian supplies. This is the basic.
And in terms of the ICJ and the story that we will be covering every day this week as those proceedings continue, is the hope that there will be a verdict eventually that will put pressure on Israel? What about the fact that, Juliette, this just takes so much time, the legal process?
Look, there is a need for immediate action, and there is a need to go back to the ceasefire to stop the bombardment and to allow a standard flow of humanitarian aid, because the lives of people cannot wait. Their lives, their survival, civilians, Lucy, 1 million children in Gaza depend on humanitarian aid. Their lives are hanging by the balance. Children in Gaza are starving.
Juliette, thank you so much for joining us. Juliette Touma there.